What's up, Makers? I'm Nate.
I'm Alan.
And welcome to Maker's Magic. Today we don't really have magic for you. Instead, we want to share with you an audio escape room that we help run with one of our good friends, Heather. You're going to hear the audio for it. You're going to have a lot of fun.
And play along.
Yeah, and if you want to follow everybody, we'll link that down below. So why wait any longer? Let's get to the bumper and let's do this. So welcome to Escape the Clubhouse, home of the first and only audio escape room here on Clubhouse. Every week we do a new audio escape room here in the Puzzlarium Club every Wednesday at 7 p.m. PIST or 10 p.m. Eastern. So feel free to tune in to what our players do. If you want to hear more about what we do, you can hit that little house icon at the very top next to the club name and give it a follow, turn on your notifications. We're here to become the entertainment capital of Clubhouse. If you're wondering what an audio escape room is, it's like a choose your own adventure, except for we choose the adventure and you have to find your way out. My name's Nate Javier, along with my co-GMs, Alan Simsim and Heather Trimm, or Game Masters, that's GM. This week, our intrepid travelers, Ashley and Holly, are going to be going through the Magician Studio. Let's meet everybody going in PTR order. Let's start with Alan, and then just tell us who you are, what you do, and your escape room experience.
Well, hello. My name is Alan. I am a musician. Let's just say that. Also draft tech by trade. Escape rooms. I am now 77 down and counting when it comes to in-person escape rooms, and I'm not that exciting.
Thank you, Alan. Hey everyone, my name is Heather. I am from Birmingham, Alabama, and I'm a full-time traveler and content creator. I have 2 different travel sites, and as far as escape room experience, I have played several of Nate's rooms here on Clubhouse and GM'd way more than that. And physical ones, I think I done 11. And my first one was actually with Nate and Alan, which was fun. On to you, Ash.
Sorry, I was multitasking, but don't I sound so much better from drinking 2 cups of tea? My voice is just breaking out. If I would have had a third, I would have been singing opera. My name's Ashley. I've been having issues with my voice this week. This is my, I believe, 4th audio escape room. I've never done an escape room in person, but when I go to Orange County for Christmas, I'm going to do one with everyone, including Joseph, so I can meet him in person. I don't know. What else do you guys want to know? I'm in Greece right now at the Marriott, and I like travel hacking. And I'll pass it to Holly.
Hey everyone, I'm Holly. Splitting my time between New York City and Hawaii. I'm in Hawaii right now. I have done, I think I said last 20 plus rooms. I don't even know how many I've done now, but 20 plus rooms for the audio escape. Still 0 in-person escape rooms. And yeah, that's it. Also, guys, I spent 1 minute to find my paper. It's all the stuff I left at my hotel last stopped and bought. Trying to find my paper really quick.
No worries. And hello, my name's Nate Javier. I am a professional magician, the first half of Maker's Magic, a music enthusiast, escape room addict, and designer. I wrote the first audio escape room here on Clubhouse and continue to write them. And we have a bunch coming up too every week. Tons of fun. Love doing this. Love puzzle design and getting to create an audio experience and story for everyone involved. If you've never done one before, it's totally fine. Chances are you're going to be playing with someone who has. And for Ariel down there, I don't think we've met before, but if you want to play along at home, we highly suggest it. Be a part of the experience. That way you can come back and join the team and try to beat the record time, which I will get up in just a moment. Well, we highly suggest you grab a pen and paper, your iPad, laptop, chisel and stone tablet, papyrus and quill, or whatever you need to take notes or draw out what's going on in the story that's going to be given. Throughout the game, we may call upon you down in the audience below to help out our players tonight. And hello, Heather Lamb, Ma'am Lamb, welcome.
Mammo.
Mama Lama. From our previous players above and below, while I get the record time, which I'm sure actually tonight can and will be beaten do we have any ideas or team building thoughts that you want to put together before we get into the room? I'm pretty sure, Ashley and Holly would make a solid team to take down the current time, which if you PTR, this is the world record. Currently, 54, just over 54 minutes. I think we're just waiting on Holly to grab her paper and pen. Ashley, are you all set?
I'm ready. I have a notebook and a pen and winning at.
I'm all set now. I'm way more awake now. I've snapped out of it. So, and I got my paper.
Hey.
Is Lamb gonna play or Ariel?
Let's bring up Ma'am Lamb.
I'm gonna play.
Yes. All right. Heather 1, do you want to do a quick intro of yourself for Ariel?
Hi, I am Heather 1. I am in Southern California. I have done 4 or 5 in-person escape rooms. Several of those were with both Alan and Nate, and also Heather too. And I've done a number of these. I oftentimes hang out in the audience and play along in the background because I think they're really fun. So thanks for letting me play. I'm so glad you're playing.
Thank you for joining.
It's like dream team with these 3.
Right. Especially with this room, I think you guys can actually beat the time. Don't get too confident and let that cloud your judgment, but I think legitimately you guys could beat the time. I also realized I never actually said my number, but also if you want to check out some of the stuff that Alan and I are up to, you can hit the link up top for Maker's Magic, where we do magic. Pretty plain and simple. Heather 1, are you ready?
I'm ready. I got my pen, I got my paper, and I'm ready with my dream team.
Woo woo. All right. With that, let's grab a drink, grab some paper, and let's do this. Even though it's your 20th time in the audience of the Duchess Theater, you're watching the man on stage with bated breath, not daring to move a muscle, not even blinking. You don't want to miss even a second of Tony Stein, the best, most awe-inspiring magician in the country. Well, other than me. Well, maybe the world. It's almost the end of the first half of the show, and you've been mouthing along with his pre-trick speeches and jokes the whole time. But although you know his words, no matter how many times you watch him, you still can't figure out Tony's tricks. You're a bit of an amateur magician yourself, so if anyone could spot the sleight of hand and subtle misdirection, it could and would be you. But no such luck. You're burning with curiosity. You have been for years. That's why tonight, you've got an idea. See, Tony Stein's son Oliver used to be his apprentice, but has decided to move on to another career. And even though before Ollie, Tony had never taken on an apprentice before, maybe he's feeling a bit lonely. Maybe he needs someone to share all his secrets with. The intermission begins, and you make your way to the foyer with the crowd. But instead of following them to the bathrooms and concession stands, you slip your way past the ushers into the corridor backstage. You tiptoe up a stairwell and soon find yourself at Tony Stein's door. Here goes nothing. You knock. And everything goes black. From somewhere around you, you hear a voice, the amazing Tony's voice. I've seen you three here before. He sounds a lot more menacing than he does on stage. You're trying to steal my tricks. You work for my competition. Well, I'm not going to let that happen. If you think you can figure out my secrets, try to figure your way out of this. The darkness vanishes. Tony Stein is nowhere in sight. And neither is the door you knocked on. Or really the hallway or the stairs. Now you're inside a room, and there's absolutely no door to be seen. In fact, Ashley, all you can see is the ceiling. You're trapped inside a box, with your head sticking out of the top and your feet sticking out the bottom. You can just barely see, sitting on top of the box above your chest area, a saw. Now, Holly and Heather, you have to help. Maybe Tony Stein isn't so whimsical and wonderful after all. Maybe he's going to saw you in half in a mistaken act of revenge. You look around for anything else that might help. You and the halving box are in the southeast corner of the room. Against the east wall, you can see a big, broad chest of drawers. And over in the northeast corner is a large tank full of water. The north wall has a mirror built into it. In the northwest corner, there's a small table. From here, you can see on top of it a deck of cards and a single large metal ring. On the south wall, towards the west corner, there are 3 hooks sticking out of the wall with various items hanging from them. And finally, hanging from the west wall, there's a bird cage. Okay, none of that gets someone out of a box or a doorless room. Maybe you'll need a bit of magical help to escape. And with that, your time starts now.
Can we first explore Ashley's box that she's trapped in? See if there's locks or combos on it?
Any writing, markings?
Sure, this is a box for the sawing in half trick, although it's clearly still in one piece now. For the person stuck inside of it, Ashley, it's extremely uncomfortable. Your legs hurt and there's something digging into your shoulder. For Holly and Heather, who's on the outside, you can't find a way to just pull the thing open. However, you do see right beside your friend's head a series of 10 colored...
We would like to observe the buttons.
They are buttony, they are pressy.
Colors?
May or may not come out in a little bit.
Okie dokie.
There are multiple colors, just across the board. Roy G. Biv, and more.
There aren't any numbers or letters on them, right? They're just buttony.
Not that you notice at this time.
Do you guys want to explore anything else with the box, or?
No, we can move on. And hey, Holly, I know you drew a picture, so when you have a chance, can you PTR to whatever picture?
Yeah.
Should we move on to the drawers or the mirror, or where do you guys want to go next?
Yeah, let's check out that chest of drawers on the east wall.
Well, you check it out. There are 2 drawers in this chest, both of them quite broad. The top drawer is held shut with an incredibly flimsy-looking wooden lock. Almost flimsy enough that you could break it by hand, but not quite. The bottom drawer doesn't budge when you pull on it, and you notice that on the far left, there's a little electronic lock holding it shut. There's a tiny keyboard where you can input letters. The screen of the lock is currently flashing 2 words. Bird name. It's funny, the more you try to pull this drawer open, the stranger it feels under your grip. Like, this one isn't really a drawer at all.
Is it a door?
I'm going to give you a heads up. This room you're going to want to explore and look at.
Let's go check out the bird, though. Want to?
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, you can look at the bird cage, and it's a pretty standard bird cage hanging from a hook. It's locked, so you can't release what's inside. And what's inside is, well, first there's a lot of lightly shredded paper lining the bottom of the cage. And sitting on top of that is an upside-down top hat. Beside the cage, you see a small sign. Shh, I may be a dove, but I'm a night owl.
And we can't open the cage, right? You said it was locked?
Can we see anything inside the top hat? You said it was upside-down top hat, right?
Correct. It looks like a top hat.
All right. And
I mean,
the
I was going to say, it looks like a top hat. It's sitting upside down in the middle of the shredded paper, looks pretty unsuspicious. Apart from that fact, it's a top hat in a bird cage.
So
if you listen carefully, you can hear the quietest of breathing noises coming from inside, but you can't see the creature making them.
Well, I'm thinking it's not a bird cage. I'm thinking it's a rabbit's cage now because of the top hat and shredded paper. But is there anything on the paper? Are there words or anything?
You assume so, but it'll take you some time to get to that.
Is the are the cage bars big enough for us to get our arms through it?
That's a negative, Ghost Rider. The pattern is full.
What do you guys want to check next?
I'll just go right next to it. Can we check out the hooks with the various items?
These hooks are a little bit old and wobbly, but they still do what they need to. Hanging on the left hook is a black umbrella, on the middle hook is a cane, and balancing rather precariously on the right hook is a magic wand.
Can we pick up the magic wand and see if it does anything?
I mean, it looks like it's made out of dark wood, but you aren't convinced it's real. Doesn't quite feel like the wood, or it doesn't quite feel like wood, nor does it feel balanced. The tip is much heavier than the rest.
I know usually I want to explore all the items first, but could we bring that wand over to the top hat looking thing quick and see if anything happens when we move the wand around?
I mean, what would you do? The bars are too finely spaced for even a finger to get through. And even if you could reach inside with one finger, what would you do? Poke the hat until a bird popped out? It's not going to happen. Boy, that's a long way to say you just look silly waving the wand over the cage.
It was a long way to say disappointment.
Yes.
From Ashley's perspective in the box, is there anything exciting on the ceiling happening that we can see?
Not really. She just has a really good view of the ceiling. But there is something else on top of the box.
Can we check out the saw?
The saw blade wobbles from side to side when you pick it up, but that doesn't mean it won't get the job done. That said, you feel very strongly that sawing your way out of this room is not a solution here. Perhaps a saw will break if it saws through anything but really thin wood. Let's go with that. You do notice that there's a sticker on the handle with a handwritten message on it. It says, "Anyone hits Tom, she'll zap you."
And I feel like we should probably use that saw on that magic wand that's not quite wood at some point.
Was there anything else we had to look at on the box, or can we go back to the items? Was there something else?
Back to the items if you want.
Okay. Can we pick up the cane?
Sure. You pick up the cane, and the cane looks like wood that's been painted black. But it doesn't feel like wood. When you tap it against the floor, it makes a rather echoey sound. More like metal.
And can we pick...
The umbrella hanging off the hook is black as night and in very good condition. It looks real and sturdy as opposed to some cheap stage prop. It's quite large and sharply curved, able to easily keep the rain off 2 or 3 people. If you open it, it casts a big, dark shadow.
You can pick the next...
Oh, I just, real quick on a repeat on the saw, it says, anyone hits Tom, what'll zap you?
She'll zap you.
She'll zap you. Gotcha. Thanks. Appreciate that. Let's go check out the table with the cards and the metal ring.
Well, the table itself is small and simple. No drawers or shelves or anything. The only things on top of it are a deck of cards and the metal. Do you want to check out those 2 things?
Yes, please.
Well, the metal ring is large enough that it could fit completely around your head like a very boring necklace. You've seen rings like it many times before. You've even practiced with them a few times. They're those rings that can connect together or separate from each other, even though there are no visible...
But there's just one of those, right? Not multiple?
Correct.
You guys can we look at the cards?
You flick through the deck of cards. You count all 52, no jokers, and then a few extra cards at the back. They appear to be instructions for a few magic card tricks. You've never heard of any of these. What's the Invisible King? Or 6 Prince? 2, 3, and Dupree? You take another look at the playing cards and give a start. You didn't notice on your first cursory glance, but now you realize these cards are marked. Every single one of them has a little letter drawn.
And Alan should be sending you guys the supplementary image for this. In the meantime, we can just continue onward.
Where's he sending it to?
Alan, where?
I'm sending it to the people outside the box, which are Holly and Heather. Since Ashley, you can't really see it from your advantage point.
Ashley, if we get you out of the box, we can probably get you that image too.
Yeah, I'll send it to Ashley once they get you out of the box.
Got it. I feel like I would be strong enough just to break the box open, but continue on.
I believe that you would. Yeah.
Did you guys get my love letter?
Wait, where am I going? Where did you send it? Oh boy. Oh, okay. Found it. Holly, you want to be looking at that while I check out the mirror? Because I want to check my hair. Okay. Can I go look at myself in the mirror and also observe the mirror?
Absolutely. H1 to H2 mirror. No. The mirror is quite a bit taller and wider than you, taking up a good portion of the wall. You don't notice anything strange about your reflection, but you do notice some big, oily smudges in the middle of the glass. 6 greasy.
Like a 6-fingered person or like 6 separate fingerprints?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me, on your left hand, do you have 6 fingers?
I was just checking. Just checking, all right? Hunting down someone that may have killed someone's dad. Is the mirror removable at all?
The mirror's pretty fixed in place for now. I would focus on trying to either observe or get Ashley out of that box.
You have to be able to look at us, H2 and H1.
Have we tried sawing the box? I know it said thin wood, but like I feel like a box, like cardboard's not that like strong. Like you got cardboard with the scissors.
Yeah, it's a pretty sturdy box. No, there's probably something else you could use the saw for that it's not meant for.
Can I use it on the wand?
You look ridiculous waving a saw over a magic wand.
No, I want to saw the wand.
No, that's not going to help you either.
Okay.
Wow.
Heather, I don't see anything in the cards. I'm not looking at the cards anymore because I don't know what to use it for.
Okay.
You have one more thing you can observe at the moment.
Wait, can I just
Water
jump
tank?
in the tank of water? Because wouldn't that disintegrate the box?
No, because you can't. How are you going to jump if, you're... Actually, you know what? I want to see that happen. We're going to make this happen in real life, and...
Wait, don't we have 2 things to look at with the tank of water and the drawers?
No, we looked at the drawers.
2 things, but not...
Oh, we already looked at the drawers. Okay, I didn't realize that. Crap.
All right, let's
Well, you can...
check out the water tank real quick, and then we'll go back and talk to you, Ashley.
Well, the tank is about 6 feet tall, so you can reach the top, but not easily reach inside, even though there's no lid. You're not sure if you want to anyway. Swimming around inside is a pretty little electric eel. A label at the bottom of the tank says it's a girl eel named Tom. And while you're looking at the bottom, you see, on the floor inside of the tank, sitting pressed up against the side of the glass, is a big metal ring.
So we got Tom from the quote, and we have another metal ring, so maybe we should also try connecting the other metal ring with it from the table.
Wait, what does she will up you mean? Like, does that mean she's going to let you out of the box? So if we hit the eel with the wand?
No, she'll zap you.
Out of the box?
No.
I think more like electrocute you.
Yeah. Holly, did you need that drawer description again?
Yeah, I apparently missed it. I saw a flimsy handle on the top, and then there's the lock on the bottom and stuff. But I didn't know we observed it already, so yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much it. It's...
Oh, okay.
Let me rephrase that. The top drawer is held shut with an incredibly flimsy-looking wooden lock, almost flimsy enough that you could break it by hand, but not quite.
Can I just go over there and break it?
With
The
karate kick.
I like the karate kick answer. I really do. But you can use the saw on a wooden lock.
I would like to use the saw on the wooden lock, please.
Oh, okay, great. And you see that the saw slices through the little wooden lock and the top drawer slides open easily. Inside, you see two things. The first is a long, shimmering cloak neatly folded up. The second is a metal ring, identical to the one on the...
All right, we got 3 rings. Does the cloak have any pockets by chance?
I mean, it is a glittering red cloak with sleeves and a hood. Tony Stein
I'm putting on the cloak.
Oh, ooh. Tony's, well, you know, now you're more magical because Tony Stein is wearing a similar one on stage right now. If you put on the cloak and you check out the cloak a bit more, sticking your arms into the sleeves, so much for nothing up the sleeves. You feel a small lump around the wrist area of the left arm. You shove it and out pours a whole string of colored handkerchiefs. First a red one, then a purple one, a green one, and they just keep coming. A yellow, an orange, a blue, pink, white, brown, and black.
Does this correspond with the colorful buttons?
There are 10 of them.
Weird.
So maybe that's the order we should hit the colorful buttons?
Can we do that, please?
You carefully press the buttons in order. Red, purple, green, blah, 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 all the way up to black. And as soon as you press the black button, you hear a loud click. And the lid of the box swings open. Ashley, you're free! Time to get out of this death.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Ashley. Just for fun, over on the second drawer on the chest of drawers, can we type in Night Owl to the keypad?
Unfortunately, you feel disappointed.
Bummer. Okay.
Also, Alan, could you send Ashley the card thing? Because I still don't know what to do with it.
Oh, I need to look at that too.
I got it.
Just did.
And naturally, as you got out of the box, you looked inside, I'm sure. And Ashley, you knew there was something digging into your shoulder. There's a metal ring.
Metal ring. Wait, wasn't there rings someplace else?
There's 4 of them now.
Yeah, that's our... Could we use the wooden magic wand to get that ring out of Tom's tank?
Use the what on Tom's tank?
The wooden wand.
Interesting. How do you want to use it?
Well, I was just thinking if you tried to zap, maybe I'd be safe because the wand's not metal. I don't know. Just thinking out loud while it was...
Yeah, well, I mean, you can try reaching in. I mean, you're on the right track, Heather, and you're using the right object at the right place, but it's how you're going to use it. Because if you try to reach inside, you can try to stand on your toes and reach your arm up as high as it will go, and there's no way you can reach the whole way down to the bottom of the water, even with the wand, but you never know. As soon as you reach the surface, though, Tom the eel whirls around sharply and charges upwards, teeth bared, electricity presumably crackling. You quickly withdraw, and you don't want to get on Tom's bad side.
I don't think electric eels bear teeth.
They do in this story. I mean, we already have a 6-fingered man. We have, the screeching eels.
It is a barracuda eel hybrid? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, totally. That's it. Barracuda eel hybrid. It's special.
Ding, 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 ding.
I'm bringing us away from the water tank just really quick. Could we go to the mirror and put our hand over the handprint and then our thumb on the 6th finger and try pushing into the mirror to see if it turns or anything?
At the moment, it can't really do that.
Okay.
Good idea, just not yet.
Can I wave the magic wand over Tom?
No. Just remember with the wand that it doesn't feel balanced and that the tip is much heavier than the rest.
Have we tried unscrewing the tip yet or anything like that?
No, that's not going to help you. It's
You can't do it.
epoxied. It's epoxied shut.
Can we break the tank? Tom will be fine. It's fine.
I'm over here wanting to kill Tom.
He's trying to zap me, so, I mean...
Fair point.
It's fair.
Tom is just protecting her territory.
Wait, do you guys see Tyrone's photo about blueberries?
I was just about to ask if he was going to nickname Tom.
Yes,
that a clue?
I think that Tom is
Tom's last name is
Ashley.
Tom's last name is Blueberry.
Ashley, that is not a clue.
Oh, I was like, no, I was like, what does blueberries have to do with anything?
I love it.
Blueberry's going to end up in every one of these rooms.
Thanks to Tyrone.
Oh, yes, because Blueberry has fresh blood.
Yes, Blueberry.
That went straight over my head.
I don't think you were in that room.
We'll
explain you can fill you in later.
Thanks.
And Heather 1, just letting you know, you are using the right object in the right area. You're just using it wrongly. There are many things you guys can do at once. This is a multilinear room.
Why have we not tried putting the rings together yet? Is there a reason? Are we scared that we'll get electrocuted or something?
Yeah, Tom's gonna electrocute us. Is the end of the wand magnetic? Okay, can we take it over to the side of the tank and put it against the ring and pull the ring out with magnetic? You know what I'm talking about. We're going magnet fishing.
So the magnet in the wand is strong enough to reach the ring through the glass tank. As you can see that metallic objects would jump towards the tip of the wand, and as you suspected, it is a magnet. The ring clinks against the glass, and as you raise the wand tip, it follows. You lift it all the way up, until it's no longer in the water at all. And you can reach up, grab it, success.
Take that, Tom. Okay, so now we got 4 rings. Good times. You guys want to try and put the rings together?
Yeah.
We're magician apprentices, so we know how to do that.
Now, you wouldn't say you're an expert or anything, but the magic rings is a trick you're pretty confident with. You rub your hands together, pick up 2 rings, and in a flash of invisible dexterity, the 2 rings are connected. You could do this a million times if you needed to.
We don't need to do it a million times. We just need to do it 4, right? Or 3 more. Or wait, 2 more.
3 times.
There could be more.
Oh yeah,
And
there could be 1 more actually if we connect all of them into a ring.
I do want to say you guys are doing actually pretty well so far.
So can we keep connecting the rings together?
Sure, you now have a chain of rings.
We've made it into a loop now, right?
Yes.
Like a necklace type thing. Okay.
With all the rings you have so far.
Okay. I don't know what to do with that, but
I'd say you have some other things you need to take care of before that's revealed to you.
I'm working on some card things, so you guys keep going.
I wouldn't focus too much on the card thing just yet.
Okay.
Oh wait. Let's bring the umbrella over to the birdcage and open it up over the birdcage.
Well, you balance the open umbrella on top of the birdcage, shrouding it in darkness. If you duck down, get it? Duck down, bird. You can still peek underneath. Nothing happens for almost a minute, but then from inside the top hat, you hear a stirring. Then a little white head of a dove pops out the top. It looks quite comfortable.
Do we have anything that's like made out of rubber in the room?
I don't think so. Everything's been wood, metal, or paper.
I mean, have you looked under everything?
Like under the birdcage or under the table? Oh, yeah. I don't know if we should pick up the birdcage. Is there anything underneath the table the birdcage is on?
Oh, weird that you asked that. There's something written under there in permanent marker. You read, "That's not a cane."
That's not a cane. There's a cane.
We have a cane.
Wait. Don't canes have little rubber things on the bottom? Because we got the Fisher hook thing. We can catch the eel, and if we stop the electric shock with the rubber, we won't get electrocuted.
I don't know that we need to go back. We got the ring out of Tom's
I'm
tank.
very confident you're done with Tom.
Oh, okay. Oh.
But I like where you were going with that. You were going with the grounding thing. I was trying to do the same thing with the wand. I know it's really dark in the cage, but can we see the papers at all still at this point, or no? It's too dark.
It's too dark and illegible for you.
Okay.
Would you guys like a push in the right direction?
Well, I'd like to grab the cane.
Okay, you grab the cane.
I don't think we want to push yet. Unless you guys...
No.
So yeah, I was thinking... Well, I know we can't put the cane in it, but I was thinking, maybe the bird wants something like hop up onto. And Nate was saying it's not necessarily a top hat, it just looks like a top hat. So I don't really know. I'm trying to make the connection there.
Well, what was the note under the table?
It's not a cane. Is the cane a key to the cage?
No.
Not a cane. Okay. Is it a flute or something? Is there something else we noticed?
It could be a flute.
So-called
oh my god.
A flute? There could be something.
Woodwind.
There could. Yes.
A woodwind.
It's a clarinet.
You could try something with the cane.
Can we tap it on the cage?
Okay, there's something you could probably do to the cane. It's
break it apart? Does it?
It's metal.
Break it apart? I mean, it doesn't look like it should work, but you give the cane an experimental tug at the ends to see if it bends, and it does. Better than you could have expected. You lean into it, and like it wanted to be in the position all along, the whole thing snaps into a circle shape. It's the same size as the
5 rings.
Yay!
Let's just go ahead and connect that, just since we got it.
You now have 5 rings connected.
5 golden rings.
4 calling birds.
3.
2 turtle doves.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
On the 6th day of
Over.
I will say the cards are your next step, but if you want to push in the right direction, we can do that. If not, keep.
We have 5 rings that we haven't used for anything, though.
Is there anything underneath the card and ring table that we did not observe yet?
Okay, I think we should push a little bit. What were the games on the instructions for?
No, I'm working.
Okay, forget I said it.
Prince, as in prince, like a young prince of a king and queen, 6 prince. Is that what you mean? Okay.
And there's an invisible cord? Or...
Heather 1, you're on the right track.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I am. I've been working on it. But also, can we repeat this real quick just to make sure? Because I was like, originally I went prince, like dog prince, or like picture prince. So I just got that. So 6 prince, invisible man was the first one?
Invisible king. That's why I just was like invisible.
Okay.
Now you're
I'm
putting.
lost again.
Now you're getting further away from it. You can just stick with 6 prince.
Oh.
Don't have to be beautiful.
You don't have to be rich to be my girl. Don't have to be.
Is it one of those things where you got to know the lyrics to the song to solve
No,
the
no.
They're just singing Prince.
Okay.
No.
No, I know the song, but I don't know all the words to it. So I'm like, oh shit, here we go again.
Yeah.
You would have me. I'm a lyric. Like, a rock and pop lyric master. So.
She is. That's true. I went a different direction. I keep thinking my mind's Sixpence None the Richer, so
I thought the same, Heather. That was the same with me.
Okay.
Can you read those games again for me, please?
It was Invisible King, Six Prince, 2, 3, and Dupree.
I was just talking with my mic muted. Whoops.
What were you saying, Holly?
Oh, I was just saying the same thing Nate just said.
Just want your extra time and your
Kiss. Dude, we still need to record that. I finished the arrangement.
Hello, I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Now we all are.
So, yeah, I think enough time's passed where we're just going to push you a little bit. What was on the mirror?
Okay.
Six
Prince.
So what rules should you try to read?
The game rules?
Can we read that Six Prince game rules? Yeah.
now.
Oh, I didn't know
dude.
there were game rules.
Oh.
Yeah, these instructions aren't so much about how to perform this trick as how you need to set up the trick. There are a whopping 8 instructions, starting easy and then gradually getting more complicated. 1. No red queens. 2. In fact, no hearts at all. 3. Aces are low, i.e., ace equals 1. 4. Deal odd spades in order. 5. Even clubs in order. 6. The first 6 diamonds backwards. 7. Rest of clubs backwards. 8. Rest of diamonds and spades interspersed evenly.
That should keep y'all busy for a while.
Can you please repeat the last 2?
7. Rest of clubs backwards. 8. Rest of diamonds and spades interspersed evenly. Alan, do you think you could PTR those rules?
Yeah.
That may or may not help you guys. So the secret message that you get from the cards is from middle of room, use rings, pull middle hook.
What?
Close. So back on track, from middle of room, use rings, pull middle hook.
So I want to hook the rings onto the middle hook and pull it from the middle of the room.
Sure. And Heather 1, you don't like to brag, but you have pretty good aim. You stand in what you think is the very center of the room and start swinging your chain of rings over your head like it's a lasso. You wait until the right moment and release. With a loud clang, the end ring reaches its target, hooking over the hook. You give it a pull, and the floor underneath your feet vanishes. It's a trap hole. You're falling. It's probably only for a second, but it feels like ages. Then you land flat on your back on a mattress. Ow. It isn't your regular cushion mattress, though. It feels like a beanbag if all the beans had hardened with age. You look around wildly, but it's kind of dark down here, so you can't make out much. You stand up and try to gather your bearings, but there seems to be nothing down here but you and the mattress.
Heather, do you want to look around?
Yes. I would like to look around.
You don't see much around you except for the mattress. You can look at the mattress.
I would like to look at the mattress and also lift up the mattress.
It's kind of hard to lift it up, but you do find a zipper that opens the mattress casing. Do you want to look inside?
I do. I have very much.
You look inside, and there aren't feathers or soft fabrics in there. Instead, there are bags upon bags of birdseed. Who'd all want to, fall and land on that? You look a bit closer. The birdseed must be a special prescription because it's got a label for Sam. But attached to the frontmost bag is a piece of paper that reads, "To return, Must have misheard me over the phone. Please reissue with correct name. On a different note, while you've been rummaging, you seem to have slid the mattress across the floor for a little bit, which is good, which is a good thing, because now on the floor by your feet, you can see a previously concealed button.
Push the button.
You hear a whoosh behind you, and when you turn, you see a section of the wall has disappeared. In its place is a staircase going up. You head up and come face to face with a dead end, or is it? At the top of the stairs is a mirror exactly the same size as the one in the back of the room. Only instead of fingerprints, there are two very visible handprints.
Can I press fingers on it?
Okay, and you can't do it just by yourself.
No, I got 6 fingers. I killed the necromancer. Holly, you want to help me out?
Sure, I'll hop down.
Well, Holly, you can stay on one side and put 6 fingers on the mirror, and Heather, you can put both hands on it, and as you press your hands into the greasy markings and push, the whole mirror moves under your weight. Flips around, it's just a double-sided mirror. It's not just a double-sided mirror, it's a hidden door. You let it swing aside, and suddenly you're back in the room. You hear the mirror click back into place, and when you turn around, it's like nothing ever happened. You certainly can't tell it's a door from here. The only thing that's different is that because you swung the mirror around 180 degrees, you can no longer see the 6 fingerprints from before. Instead, on this side, you've got the handprints, as well as some writing at the top you couldn't see from the other side. It says, "My name is 14, 15, 20, 19, 1, 13.
Wait, wasn't there a lock in the birdcage?
There is. Well, it's locked.
Can we use those numbers to try and unlock it?
Those numbers will not open it.
I don't know if I got the numbers right, but no stone? What were the numbers? 14, 15, 19, 20, 1, 13?
14, 15, 20, 19, 1, 13.
Oh, okay. So, not some.
Not Sam?
Not Sam, Jesus. I'm tired. I need to go back and take a nap, Jesus.
You guys are so close. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. Almost there.
Can we type that into the keypad on the second drawer?
It is just full of disappointment.
Oh. Did we grab any of that special bird seed, by the way?
You happen to tote up a bag of that special bird seed up with you.
Can we tease Sam with it? Not Sam?
So you want to sprinkle some bird seed into the cage?
The dove owl?
The dove owl,
The
yes.
dove owl.
You sprinkle some of the bird seed through the bars of the cage, drops onto the shredded paper at the bottom, and the dove watches with keen interest. Without warning, it leaps out of the top hat, flapping its wings excitedly as it scrambles to grab as many seeds as it can. It's wild with happiness, and heaps of paper scraps come flying out of the cage, fluttering to the floor. The top hat tips over and rolls on its side. You hope you haven't overstimulated the poor animal. You look at the top hat, and there's no way you can get it upright again. You hope that the dove likes it this way now. Though, what's that? There's something taped to the top hat. A piece of paper. You come in close to read what it says. My name? You saw it. Interesting. Finally, in the interest of being tidy, you reach down to pick up all the paper scraps, but before you slide them back into the bird cage, you happen to see what's on one of the pieces. It's a diagram, a labeled diagram for a magic trick. You look at another piece and another, and then you stick a few together and you find yourself reading detailed instructions of some of Tony Stein's most famous tricks. This is incredible. You found his secrets. Well, you can't possibly put them back in the birdcage now. You put them in your pocket to see.
Are we gonna read them at all though before we put them in our pocket?
Yes, you read all the papers before you put them in your pocket.
Cool. We saw the bird's name.
Yeah.
Or his name, you saw it.
I would say...
Oh, you saw it. Do we need the saw again?
That would be a good idea.
Okay. Holly, what do you want to saw? Ashley, that saw was like basically yours for the first half. What do you want to saw?
You don't have to saw anything, but you might need those numbers.
I've been trying to saw it since I was in the box, but you know me, I play this game like it's real life.
That's actually for
I
you.
think the saw has something to do with like reflecting, like not actually using it as a saw, like using reflection or something, maybe. I don't know what. Like,
Well, one thing we never really used, well, maybe that's all we needed it for, but the long shimmering cloak that I'm wearing still, I always thought maybe it would have to do with the bird because it was shiny, but I don't know if that has anything to do with what we got to do.
Wait, did you say there's numbers on the saw?
You might need to use the numbers on the saw, because wasn't there a sticker on the saw?
No, I never got a sticker.
I don't remember that.
I remember.
It's Tom, she'll zap you.
Anyone hits Tom, she'll zap you. That's what it says, right?
Uh-huh.
What were those numbers again?
Are you talking about the not Sam numbers? I don't know what numbers.
What? What numbers? I don't know what you guys are...
The 14, 15, 19, 20... Or, 14, 15, 20, 19, 113? What are we supposed to do with them? I'm so lost right now.
What was the message on the saw?
Oh, boy. Anyone hits Tom, she'll zap you.
Not Sam. She'll zap you, not Sam?
No, I would...
With,
I thought you said we were done with the...
You are.
You are.
Just instead of using the numbers for the alphabet, maybe you use it for a message.
That is your...
Oh, maybe is this like one of those things where you punch numbers in a calculator and flip it over, like in the Twice game? I didn't think outside the box.
No, it's not as complicated as that. I will say 14 is S.
Oh, is it backwards? Z-Y-W-X.
No. Stay away from the alphabet.
Oh, 14 is S.
Your key is that written message on the saw.
He will zap you. 14 is S. Sam.
She'll.
What's the 14th letter of that message?
He will zap.
Anyone hits Tom, she'll zap you.
L?
No. The 14th letter in that message is S.
Oh, I clearly can't count.
Oh, come on. All right.
The 15th is...
I got it. Or are we going for Shazam? Shazam!
Okay, what are you going to do with that one?
I'm going to go put it in the keyboard.
Woo!
On the drawer.
With some difficulty, you wrench the drawer all the way open and look what's inside. At the bottom of the drawer is not the bottom of a drawer. Instead, there's a hole and a ladder heading downwards. Another secret passage through the floor. Only from this one, it's in the far off distance, you can hear the sound of audience applause. The theater. You clamber down the ladder, sprint down a dark hallway. When you finally see a light, you rush towards it, shove past a heavy curtain, and you find yourself tumbling on stage mere feet away from Tony Stein, a huge crowd staring at you. Tony Stein looks shocked. The audience looks baffled. What do you do? This man was your hero, and he basically kidnapped you. You have in your possession all the secrets of his every magic trick. You could tell everyone. You could ruin him right here and now. Or you may not.
I mean, technically we did steal his stuff, and he was kind of right to be, like, suspicious of us, because we ended up stealing his shit, and Holly's wearing his coat.
I forgot.
Yeah. I mean, we look better in the coat, I'm just saying, but, I don't know, what do you guys think?
I mean, I'm petty, so you know me, I'm always...
He locked Ashley in a box. We're not appreciative. Cancel.
She's coming out pissed.
All right, so do you want to ruin this man's career or?
Yep, we're doing it. Bye.
You do it. You take shreds of paper out of your pockets and start reading off them. Every word, every tricky little secret. He doesn't try to stop you, but the more you read, the more devastated he looks. Good. He won't be abducting any more fans around here anytime soon. And with that, you guys have beaten the room.